great auntie was a slave. I could only imagine all that she had to take. I'ma make sure all the sacrifice for your entertainment, boy. I'm Mr. Anderson in the Matrix. Check the last name, it's all facts. In the human race, it's all about pacing. Look at all the ones I outlasted. I'm the one at the end, like I count classified till the afterlife. Make a sacrifice down.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
In today's game, we have a matchup of two QBs who have seen each other plenty of times in the NFC South. It's Cam Newton versus Drew Brees.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's McCaffrey. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Marshawn Lattimore, the rookie from Ohio State. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Rush. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Nifty move. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw on second down. Rush. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Defense showing blitz. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The play clock's running down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
The play clock, and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
To throw on second down. Rush steps away to his left. And the ball is knocked out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So the offense able to recover the fumble, but it's third down now.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun. Rush. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Pat O'Donnell to punt in his fourth year from Miami, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Design run for their wideout. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So it'll be first down here after the run. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cameron Artis-Payne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go now.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They run it again with Kamara. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, Perkins. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, back to Perkins. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On the ground, Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
First down, rush. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go. 319. 319.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Kamara. And some space here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a quick handoff to Darrell Young, the fullback. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Well, we've got a second quarter score, and the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Newton on first down. It's caught by Funchess. And a nice gain of 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, they went play action there and set it up nice. He can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. So they're going to go for 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Throwing here, Rush. And he rifles Rifles one incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Newton to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now running right through him. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
On that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
On second down, here's Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved down to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got some space here. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Slot man moves right. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 3rd and long. It's Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. From the gun, rush. Room here to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Give. This is Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a third and just a few inches. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard. Here we go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Charles Johnson's stock in trade is coming off the edge and getting to the quarterback. But he knows how to make some of those subtle moves inside to help in the run game, and he did it right there.
He's an athlete back in high school, played football, basketball, track, so he's a mobile guy.
Mobile guy, made a nice play against the run.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Newton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They go counter. Perkins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Rush. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go now. Green.
Kamara try the right side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 18. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
All right, here we go. Green, 30. No, check.
They'll run it with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the 4, it's second and goal. Now Kamara. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. Back to throw, Rush. Steps away, breaks a tackle. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And Lutz's kick is good. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. The Chiefs have taken the late lead in that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They fake the give. Newton. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And he'll bang that one through. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Running with Kamara. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now rush. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in the sight line, tried to open the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Jordan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that, because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free.